Hey guys! Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Are you ready for this week's guided meditation? We're doing something different. It's not going to be a seated practice. We are moving the body in this guided mindful movement meditation. If you want to skip the introduction, click on the time signature below. Otherwise, stick around for the instructions for this week's practice. So guys, this week we are doing a mindful movement meditation. Totally different than what we've been doing so far. So far we've been in a seated posture, or for some of you, lying down posture. But this time we are moving the body. This meditation practice is really great for people who tend to fall asleep in meditation, or who have a really active mind, perhaps a lot of stressful or anxious thoughts. Doing a movement practice is very beneficial because it's a little bit easier to focus, and not to mention it's kind of difficult to fall asleep if you're moving around. So I'm going to take you through the body, starting with the head, working our way down. This is typically done in a standing up position. However, you can do it seated. You can also do it lying down for those of you who are mobility impaired or who have chronic pain and you can't stand up for this one. The eyes can be closed for this practice, or you can keep them open. Helpful hint: if you are going to be standing for this practice, have a chair nearby so that you can hold on to it if you feel a little wobbly and unbalanced. It's just a nice little safety net in case you feel like you're going to tip over. But we're just going to take you through the body, gentle movements, slow movements. Everything is super slow motion. We are feeling sensation in the body. We are paying attention to how the body moves. We are paying attention to how different body parts are connected to other body parts. This is really different, but a beautiful practice. A lot of people like to do this in the morning or right before bed. It's just nice to have some variation in your practice. It's nice to do some things that are different. And so, sometimes you just don't want to sit down, and I get that. So I hope you enjoy this week's guided meditation. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me if you can support me as I continue to bring some more juicy content your way. Before beginning this meditation practice, please remember to only do what your body is capable of doing. If you're in pain, if any movement does not feel comfortable, it's important to honor what the body wants. If you can't perform a movement, it's perfectly fine to rest in mountain pose and imagine your body moving in your mind's eye. Please feel free to modify these postures however you see fit. So let's begin in a standing position called mountain pose. Standing with your feet directly under your hips, feeling as much of the soles of the feet as possible. Aware of your toes, the heels, and the solid support of the floor. And moving awareness up through the body, bringing a gentle lift through the arches, the ankles, and the lower legs, knees, upper legs, and up through the spine, shoulders at ease, the chest is open, your head, neck, and back aligned, if that's possible for you. The head balanced on the neck and shoulders, arms alongside the body, experiencing a sense of presence and elevation, just like a mountain. Now gently raising both arms in front of you, moving them slowly towards the ceiling. Feeling any sensations in the shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, your back, and even your legs as the arms move up. Stretching them as far as they can go, but respecting your limitations. Holding them in the air for a few moments. Inhale and exhaling as you slowly and gently move them back down. Feeling the change in sensation as they move. And when your arms are back to the starting position, letting them fall freely beside you, standing again in mountain pose and taking a few breaths. Now moving both arms horizontally upwards, moving them slowly as if you're pretending to be an airplane, and then moving them up, reaching for the ceiling until they meet overhead. Pressing the palms together. And if you're feeling comfortable and able, proceeding on with the following instructions. And if not, feel free to stay in this posture with your arms overhead or going back to mountain pose. Inhale and exhaling as you're bending to the left and allowing the hips to move to the right. Exploring if you can, and continue to extend through your fingers. Allowing the breath to flow freely. Noticing the quality of the breath, where you feel it most vividly. And aware of the sensations on the right side of your body. Inhaling, bringing the arms back to center and stretching up, trying to touch the ceiling, feeling the stretch throughout your body. Inhaling, and on the exhale, bending to the right and allowing your hips to move to the left. Aware of sensations on the left side of your body and anything else that is here right now. Noticing any thoughts, emotions, your mood. Feeling the stretch through the elbows and the armpits, through the ribcage, the pelvis, and anywhere else that you feel it along your body, from head to toe. Inhaling, and on the exhale, bringing the body and arms back to center. Closing the eyes, aware of the rhythmic movement of the breath, moving in and out of the body as you bring your arms down slowly and stand in mountain pose. And now we're going to do some shoulder rolls. Inhaling, bringing the shoulders up to the ears, holding the breath, and exhaling, allowing the arms to drop down. Then rolling the shoulders back, aware of the shoulder blades squeezing toward each other and the chest expanding, and letting the shoulders drop down. And rolling forward, squeezing the shoulders toward each other, and continuing to roll through these 4 places, up and back, down and forward, in your own time. And when you're ready, roll back in the opposite direction, up and forward, down and back. And bringing the body to stillness, standing, feeling the effects of what we've just done, feeling all the sensations present in the neck and shoulder region. And now we'll do some stretches for the neck. Inhale and exhale, allowing the right ear to move toward the right shoulder, keeping the right shoulder relaxed, aware of any sensations present in the left side of the neck, breathing into tender places. And inhaling, bring the head back to center, and repeat on the other side. And when you're ready, inhale and exhale, gently bringing the chin to the chest, aware of sensations in the throat and back of the neck. Inhale, look up, keeping the back of the neck long. Bring the head back to center and return to mountain. Let the body be completely relaxed, but at the same time alert, poised, balanced, as you continue to be aware of your breathing. And now placing your hands on your hips. Inhale and exhaling as you turn the head as far to the right as possible, maintaining the shoulders where they are. Seeing if you can look behind you as you turn your head to the right. Feeling the stretch in this position, breathing into it. And on the next inhale, allowing the head to come back to center. And repeat this on the other side. And now, inhaling and exhaling while you gently rotate and turn from the waist, allowing the head and neck to follow. The hips are facing forward, only the head and upper torso are turning. Inhaling and coming back to center. And repeat this on the other side. And now, keeping your hands on your hips, inhale and exhaling, turning from the ankles so that you're turning your whole body as far as you can to the right, except your feet. Tracking with the eyes, going as far as you can to the right, whatever's comfortable for you. Breathing, stretching, inhaling and coming back to center, and repeat on the other side. And return to mountain. And when you feel ready, moving into a forward bend, bending the knees slightly and taking a deep breath in, stretching the arms up over the head, reaching up toward the ceiling, and then exhaling, pulling in at the abdominal muscles and letting the body bend forward from the waist. The arms reaching toward the floor. Knees are soft, slightly bent. Releasing the neck. and feeling the in-breath expanding the rib cage. And then on the out-breath, allowing the muscles to lengthen and relax. Letting the head sink down toward the knees and the floor. Surrendering to the gravitational pull. And if you'd like to, inhaling and extending the right arm out in front of you, parallel to the floor. The left arm and shoulder remain relaxed, allowing the spine to lengthen. And then exhaling and letting the arm come back down. And repeat this on the other side. And when you're ready, beginning to come up slowly, starting at the hips, the lower part of the spine, unwinding and coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. Becoming aware of how much of the spine you can experience as you do this. And returning to mountain. And if you choose to, you can close your eyes or lower them slightly and sense whatever is here, aware of the breath and everything else that is present in your internal and external landscape. And now we'll do the chair pose, if it's comfortable for you. And if not, just breathing as you stand dignified in mountain. Inhaling and exhaling, stretching both arms out in front of you. Feet are hip-width apart. Imagining that you're sitting down on a chair that is behind you, bending the knees, keeping the feet flat on the floor, heels down, keeping the head and back as straight as possible. And once you've come to rest in this position, breathing and balancing. Noticing the sensations that are present. And when you're ready, inhaling and slowly coming to a standing position, letting the arms drop and shaking the arms and shaking the legs one at a time, taking a long, deep breath, releasing all the tension and discomfort with the out-breath, and allowing freshness and new life to come into the body as we breathe in. And now we're going to be moving our legs in the following exercises, so it may be helpful to have a chair nearby that you can use to support and balance you as you go through the movements. Let's start by slowly raising the right leg up in front of you, going only as high as you can comfortably, making sure to stay below the hips, holding your leg up and feeling the sensations, your muscles tightening in your thigh, your hips working to keep you balanced. your left foot planted firmly in the ground as it supports you. Breathing through the movement. Inhale and exhaling as you gently let the leg come back down. Taking a breath in mountain pose. And now lifting the left leg in the same way. Feeling each part of the movement. Noticing tension, tightness, perhaps feelings that are uncomfortable, but openly exploring those sensations without judgment. Inhale and exhale as you bring the leg back down slowly. And when you're in mountain pose once again, taking another breath. And now, with your arms stretched out to your sides, or with one hand holding onto the chair beside you, shift all of your weight into the left foot, firmly planting that left foot into the ground as you begin to release your right leg off of the ground. Slowly lift the right leg horizontally off the floor and raise it ever so slightly to the side, holding here for a few breaths, feeling the sensations in the raised foot, leg, hip, and ribcage. Feeling the left foot balancing as it's planted into the ground. Noticing if the mind takes you away from the movement, and noticing what happens to the body when we lose focus. Recognizing the balance that is required for this posture. And then when you're ready, breathing in and exhaling as you slowly bring the right leg down. And repeating the same movement on the other side. Inhaling and exhaling as you bring the left leg down, and as both feet are firmly rooted into the ground, standing in mountain pose for a few breaths. And now, gently stepping the right foot forward just a few feet in front of you. You may choose to stretch your arms out horizontally, or hold on to a chair, or keep them loose at your sides. Gently bend the right leg and move your body weight forward. Lunge your body forward, feeling the weight of your body as you move into that right leg and foot. Feeling the sensation of your foot against the ground, the knee bending, the right thigh and buttock tensing. Inhaling And exhaling as you shift your body weight back to the center, moving the right foot back and breathing in mountain pose for a few moments. And then when you're ready, moving the left foot slightly in front of you, gently bending the knee and shifting your body weight forward. Inhaling and exhaling as you move the foot and your body weight back to center. And now, as we come to the end of this movement practice, I invite you to check in with the entire body. Notice any sensations occurring from the top of your head all the way to your feet. You may notice a sense of aliveness, as if you can feel the blood moving through your veins, your heartbeat, your activated muscles and joints. A feeling of vitality, vibration, energy. You may also be noticing parts of the body that are sore or tender, so it's important to witness the sensations without judging. You've just moved and stretched your body, so there may be pleasant and unpleasant sensations arising. Whatever is there, be open, curious, and grateful for this practice.